When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So South Carolina's offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focus.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He wants to change this route. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good.
14, Kentucky, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their third on the day, and they're number one in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Cuevas. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, how nice is it as a defensive coordinator to have a guy that can absolutely terrorize quarterbacks? He had 4 sacks last week. He's got...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
There he goes. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the...
He's got it along the sideline.
And for the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Stein. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just main.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
For the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's reeled in. It's Lanier. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the back. turning it on. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
South Carolina, 41. Kentucky, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It's a draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab on the shot. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the South Carolina offense will take over.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. He lets it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field, do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Go to the end zone, picked off.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the South Carolina offense will take over.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Fires to the wideout. on target to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Stein. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Military stunt.
Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, better look out! Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Release to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, running back on the move. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Smalls. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Hey, 27, jump.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Brings up second down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game. So
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Wants to throw on first down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the...
And they bounces over the top.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting...
Throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
South Carolina, 68. Kentucky, 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Galladay. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great... Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody... in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Galladay. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff...
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kentucky Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galladay. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Coming up, 4th down. Number 12, on to punt it away.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah.